Hello dear investors and traders. With you System.GURU.Markets. We start with summary information about the company. If necessary, you can pause it. You can look at all the parameters of the corporation in more detail. Now we will compare the main fundamental indicators of the company SunOpta Inc., ticker STKL. This review is based on data as of April 14, 2025. By classification Guru.Markets company SunOpta Incorporated belongs to the subcategory semi-finished food. 39 organizations participate in the assessment, which is very representative. We'll see the final solutions at the end of this video. The result for the company in question is as follows, -5 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 1.2 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire US market in general, we can note that the average score for the US stock market as a whole is 1.9 points, against the score of -5 points from SunOpta Incorporated. Comparing the dynamics of a company's share price SunOpta Incorporated and subcategory shares, we see that over the past 12 months the company's shares SunOpta Incorporated showed dynamics of -37.6%. Against the price dynamics for the subcategory of 3.3%. This definitely doesn't mean anything, but you need to take note of this fact. Market capitalization of the corporation SunOpta Inc. is $0.46 billion. Market capitalization of the subcategory is $241 billion. SunOpta Inc. has a share of 0.191%, and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $0.14 billion, with a subcategory capitalization of $121 billion. SunOpta Inc. accounts for a share of 0.116%. Comparing the shares of stock exchange and balance sheet capitalization, we see the following. Occupied share SunOpta Inc. in the subcategory when assessing stock market capitalization is 0.191%. The balance sheet capitalization is 0.116%. This is 39% less than the share of market capitalization. Assessment of the company's share of the market and book value of the subcategory, bad, -1 point. The analyzed company's debt obligations amount to $0.336 billion. Debt to book value is 240% of equity. Rating based on the level of the company's debt obligations, very bad, -2 points. The balance of the company's market price to profit is 0. The subcategory average is 19.6, which is significantly worse than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's market price to profit indicator in comparison with companies in the subcategory, very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$18 million. Future earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. And this is very bad for the company's price. Assessment of expected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory, good, 1 point. The company's price to revenue balance is 0.6. The average in the subcategory is 1.4, and this is 57% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the market price to its revenue indicator in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, good, 1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $720 million. Future revenue for the next 12 months is unknown, which is extremely negative for the company's prospects. Evaluation of projected future sales indicators in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, bad, minus 1 point. The margin is minus 2.5%, with an average for the subcategory of 6.9%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 9.4%. Assessment of marginality in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 0.283%, which is 48% more than the share of market capitalization. And this fact reflects the imbalance in the company's market value SunOpta Inc. rather towards underestimation. The amount of market capital for each employee of the organization is equal to $368,000. And in the subcategory, there are $547,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 32.7%. Assessment of the amount of capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit per individual employee is minus $14,300. The average for the subcategory is $27,900. And the difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 49%. Assessment of profit per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's revenue per individual employee is $580,000. In the subcategory, $405,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 43%. Estimation of revenue per company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The volume of short transactions is 4%, with an average for the subcategory of 4.9%. This is an assessment of the risk of a short squeeze. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 23% for the company SunOpta Inc. For the subcategory, the RSI level, 14, is approximately 50%. Potentially, papers in the subcategory are valued higher than those of SunOpta Inc. The company's actual share price is approximately $3.93. The consensus price target for the company's shares is approximately $10.18. The difference between the actual price and the consensus forecast is approximately 159%. Let's look at the order table. It is available to you. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions made this season by the help System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is free. Link in pinned comment. Based on the evaluation of the company's securities, SunOpta Inc. Information and reference assessment System.GURU.Markets, a decision is made. Order to open sell at $3.92 per share. The order is open because the company has a relatively low rating. The company's assessment was made using the assessment method, the Akeem's index. Take profit is set at 3.38. Stop loss is set at 4.46. In case the order is not closed by take profit or stop loss. In this case, the order is fixed automatically based on the results of the session on May 14, 2025, or on the last working day before the specified date. Ticker KHC will become the main buy order. A video on the main order has already been published on this channel. When closing one of the orders, basic or balancing, the second order is fixed at the current level. Thank you very much to everyone for watching this video and using the help system from Guru Markets. You are all the most excellent audience in the entire world.